they actually drummed up quite a big score there. Irving had quite a good game at 37 years of age. And we had Montgomery there, who is no longer on our side. He's got a player option and he wanted to opt out. So I'll quickly go over to my roster because I'm going to have to change Cecil Payne into a shooting guard now because we acquired a starting point guard in that last trade. So we're going to flip him over to shooting guard, which is what he was drafted at, but because he had good ball handling skills at 6'8", I've always played him at point guard. We'll give me secondary position there as point guard. Save changes and return. So basically what I gave up, guys, is we look at the trade there. We got Luther Hammond for Joe Montgomery, a future first, and a guy who's been sitting on my bench. Even though he had some talent and had a 5-year contract, like the 2 normal years plus 3 team options. The only way we could get this trade done, which I feel will help Cecil Payne play as a shooting guard off ball, probably get him easier looks, and have someone to like lead the front court there in Luther Hammond. So we'll quickly have a look at Luther Hammond there. He's 27, he's 6'2". He was on a couple more mil more than Montgomery, but obviously we gave up, another player with that, so we haven't really taken on any more cap. But we'll go over to his stats, and so he was getting starter minutes at Miami, and as you can see there, he's pumping out the points and getting a decent amount of assists. Not a high rebounder by any stretch of the imagination, but we'll just jump straight into a game there. Oh, he had 6 threes there in that game against Chicago. So we'll actually jump into the game against the Pelicans and we'll test him out. I've not played this game in months, probably since my last video, whenever that was. Obviously with the sliders being moved around to make it harder for me, and being not playing this for so long, I can almost guarantee you I probably will lose this first game. But we'll just see. We'll just jump straight in, guys. It's weird that there was white and white then. I thought we were going to both play with white singlets.
The 2K Sports
so here we go.
Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Denver, where we'll see the Nuggets going up against...
So we'll just see how we go. A new player generally means that after a trade, your team morale goes down, which actually does have an effect on how the game style plays at that particular moment. So just be interesting to see how we go. Obviously I go for the Bucks, and we obviously won Game 6 today, so we're heading to the finals, which is fantastic.
This is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off that loss to the Nets. And boy, they really got humiliated at home. They got flat out dominated in that game, guys.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebounding or the lack thereof. A lot of one and done in that game.
So we also got Porzingis
to me is all about
with
heart, the
an injury that he's out for
8 weeks.
And I
didn't see any of that fight from them.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up.
Because we got Peters in an earlier trade, it made sense to slide him to the small forward position and go after a point guard.
Then there's Allen.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. On defense, New Orleans.
So here's
This
Hammond.
game coming on the
Hammond.
heels of their win against Chicago.
I'm too sure how you pronounce his name.
But you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting
What a
can
good
always
start.
be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
To the paint and pushing it up. Here's Denver. And it's
That's what I was wanting.
That's
what I was after.
The Nuggets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
To get a point guard, to have Cecil Payne getting easy buckets more off screens
And
or
they made progress in that
off-ball
department from
lanes and
last
that sort of
season.
stuff,
Going
as
into
opposed
this one,
to
guys,
always
the
having my
numbers
finger
have
on
improved.
turbo, getting him
that's
tired
the
at
norm
his
for him.
age,
He's pretty much
potentially having
automatic
injuries,
when he's
that
at the
sort of
line.
stuff. And maybe have someone that can actually take over the game offensively.
About 1 minute
Montgomery
into the first
was
quarter.
someone that was actually good defensively and
Denver
was good
grabs the
out on the
miss.
run, but in terms of
pushing
being
it up,
like an
here's Denver.
efficient jump
Lead
shooter
shot
and
on
that
the
sort of
way.
stuff, he wasn't that great.
Not enough on that one as it misses. The Nuggets moving the ball around inside. And it's Payne in the
good
corner.
baseline cut.
Deflects the pass. There's the pass to Peters. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the
Nice
night.
first bucket there.
How about the way he was able
Welcome to
handle
Denver.
his body to shield the
Harmon.
big fella off and still get the finish.
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket. And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Here's the Nuggets with the ball.
Ah,
About 2 minutes to
Mate.
here in the first quarter.
Wow, what a
Rookie
pass.
mistake.
He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Allen outside. Pulls up on the elbow. It's deflected. Pass to lights out. A second chance effort. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Nuggets are gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's
Oh,
Harmon.
nice
And
little that
one is stuck
lane
right
there
through.
for Harmon.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Good. He has 5.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. He kicks it to Payne. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Big time play at the basket right there, fellas.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first
Great
quarter.
pass.
He used that pick to get in close.
They've done well in taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Now here's Allen.
Great
11
steal,
points
Payne.
for him in that last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Passes it to the natural. Outside Bryant. And it's Denver with the rebound. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
So Harmon started off pretty well there.
Pelicans trail by 7.
Hamry's on
Lights out,
now.
passes to
He'd be
McCarthy.
a little bit upset not being able to go straight into the starting honours, considering
Norton.
he has the qualities of a starter.
Misfires after coming off the pick.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they
Owens
wanted.
now, with that trade,
I
gets
like the
more
movement
minutes.
and communication there.
Clock at 6. Knox the pass
Good
to
cut.
Tinsley. Good. Tinsley's got his first 2 points.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And so here is New Orleans. They trail by 9 points. To stop the run. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. The pass to Knox. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Pass to Peters. Out the dish to
That did
Tinsley.
go through then.
The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Out to the right wing. Here's Knox. A chance to extend the lead.
That was
to
a
double
bad
digits, but
play
it's no
there.
good. Lights out, passes to
That's going to be
McCarthy.
in.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Nuggets leading by 6. To the inside. But they'll get another chance. And they get it back. Out of bounds, New Orleans. Will take possession.
And then also
And let's
Henry
take a
will come
moment to
on
show
and
you
get
the
some more
NBA's
minutes
best
now with
rebounding
that
teams
trade.
over the last 10 games. Fourth, the Nuggets.
Kevin, that's been a nice run lately. They're making a strong effort on the board, and it's working and paying dividends for them.
Pelicans trail
Whoop.
by 6.
He beat me then. Good switch.
There's the pick. Dishes to Hudson. Passes it to McCarthy. Three-pointer. No luck.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip
What?
up there,
Oh,
Kevin. They gotta
there's
stay
something
focused.
going on.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do.
That's
The
like
opposite
every
of
single
smart
time I've done a
basketball.
live, that's actually happened. And I don't know why it's happening.
Now it's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Teron Lue.
Kevin, he thinks this team is such a tight-knit group that it's starting to get to a point where they can read each other's minds. They'll see a guy cutting without even looking up, and it's a lot of fun to watch. Hopefully, the fun can continue, guys.
Good report, Doris. Well said. Thanks. An interesting thing to address before the game.
Yeah, and clearly the coach has been hammering home the point to his guys that good shot selection is absolutely key.
And I don't think you can ever overemphasize that point. I mean, intelligent basketball is about being selective with your shots. And I think that's what will win the game for him.
And he banks in the layup.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And there's the pass to Owens. Hamry, defended by Bryant.
Another
Shot
kick.
clock at
Yes,
6.
there you go. Great passing. Oh,
And it's
that
off
should have
from
been in.
three-point range.
That should have been in.
Pelicans trail by 5.
That was probably
Pass
some
to
of my best
McCarthy.
teamwork I've done in a long time on 2K.
1:15 left in the first. From deep three-point range,
Oh no,
Goes
that's
back
bad.
Bryant can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 5. Down low, here's Henry. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that is good.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Passes to Payne. He dishes it to Henry. And the pass to Payne. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Pelicans trail by 4. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Okidi, Tinsley covering. That's good. 6 points for him. 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Owens. In the corner, Henry with it. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Never a chance.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nuggets lead by 2. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
This is almost like
Right,
a
Harmon
volleyball
back
game
on.
when you watch
Guys.
just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or
I like
handball.
that. Or handball as
either
well.
one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
So for New Orleans right now, 4 on the shot clock. Denver passing it around.
Great extra
That's good.
pass.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Here's lights out. He had 19 points in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
It's deflected. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Harmon.
Ooh, what a great
miss there on the triple.
first jump
And
shot.
if
I
they
didn't know
what's
his
good
stroke.
for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
And you're right there, Clark, because anything less than lockdown defense on him is going to result in a triple.
To the paint. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And he gets the bucket.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Pass to Peters. Inside, here's Knox. Chops loose off the pick and hammers it home. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. The pass to the natural. Over to the wing. To the wing on the left. To the middle, Okidi. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference.
Oh, that should have gone.
Payne
That should have gone
passes to
deep
Knox.
inside then.
Gurovic. The shot misses. And New Orleans will come the other way. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know
New
what,
Orleans
guys, and they're
take a
playing
3-point
with
lead.
A certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Kicks to Payne. Here's Harmon. Allen with the rebound, but they'll get another chance. Pass to Knox. Goes up again, and the layup is up and in. 6 points for him.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And that is good.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are
Thought they were
what
gonna
they
call
are
that out
getting
of
in
bounds
terms
then.
of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
To the middle. Feeds to Payne. Passes it to Knox. To the right
Extra pass.
side. Hits it from 3-point range. It's all knotted up.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Just what has to
Down with
happen.
it. Now guarded by Payne.
Get it to that
Here's
open
lights
Peters.
out. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Peters defended by Allen.
Gotcha.
Here's Peters, and he dunks it down.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the
We couldn't
whole
really
thing
get
down, Clark,
Peters
by hanging
going
on that
as
long.
a shooting guard when we had Montgomery. So hopefully he can fare better at the small forward position, which so far he was a bit slow starting off, but we're trying to get the ball going with Harmon early on.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Denver.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. No good on the second free throw. Denver in the lead. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. In the corner, Henry with it. Now Tinsley. 17 points in his last outing. That's tipped. And New Orleans pushing it up now.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Hamry. Kept alive. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the way. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
There's the pick. Here's the natural. His last outing, he had 8 points, 5 to shoot. It's hauled in here by Tinsley. Nuggets have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Henry kicks to Tinsley. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, guys, looking at the Pelicans over the last 10 and how they compare.
We're a bit indifferent on Tinsley. I thought when we got him across that he was probably going to challenge rookie Gurovic for the starting position, but he just
and a quick word in terms of their field goal percentage,
he just isn't like a
been spectacular inside and outside.
Powerful, dominant big. He's more of a footwork big.
Hudson, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Tinsley. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Pelicans trail by 4. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
Pelicans ball.
And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. The Nuggets, number 1.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
They set the pick. That's tipped. Henry with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Pena hit that.
Such a wide open look. And now a 6-point Nugget lead.
Boy,
He's not the best outside shooter, but you know, when you're that open, you just got to take it.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Here's McCarthy, nailed from 3-point land. He's got 7.
I wasn't paying attention there, but
that
was actually good coverage there on the. Me not paying attention, and he still hit it.
The feed to Tinsley. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And now he's taking a solid opening in the quarter.
No, how tall is Tinsley for a second? You're 7'1", mate, and you're laying the ball up. Not good enough.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Bryant.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Inside, here's Tinsley. No luck, and New Orleans will go the other way with it. There's a minute left in the first half of basketball. 9 feet out. Here's Bryant. It's tipped.
Great tip there, Tinsley.
Really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Nuggets have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pelicans trail by 6. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Shot and game clock separated by 5. The pass to McCarthy. He feeds it to Bryant. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Pelicans have hit just 2 free throws in 5 attempts today. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 12 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Tinsley. Here's Owens. No good, trying to beat the buzz. And we're through the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined
Quickly
by
skip
Shaquille.
through
A
this.
pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin.
So I'll quickly have a look at the stats there. Knox has done well. Tinsley, other than being, you know, not your typical inside big man, is actually playing pretty good. Gurovic has got similar stats there on similar minutes. And Harmon, his first game, is doing all right. He's been pretty efficient. He's got a plus-minus of +7. Peters slowly got into that game in the second there, and Payne hasn't really done much. That's okay.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far.
We're not needing
no
Payne to end up scoring 20 anymore or 30 anymore.
Payne passes to Knox. It's stolen by Allen. An even 3-on-3 break. And for the Pelicans, the natural out there with Bryant. Then there's lights out. Then there's Allen. The Pelicans have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Close the gap to 2.
Denver in the lead. Inside, Gurovic. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Bryant's got his 3rd rebound on the night. To tie, and the layup is good. And it's 8 points for Allen.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Pass to Knox.
Haven't started this second half all that well, have we?
There's the dish to Bryant, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Allen. How's the last month of basketball been for him? First in scoring, first in rebounding, and with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean,
Good
no
defense,
one's been able to
Harmon.
slow him down
You stopped
or
that
even come
bucket.
close.
Down low, here's Peters. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. He's got 7.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Pass to the natural. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Oh,
Knocks
there
the
you go,
pass to
Peters.
Peters. Pelicans pull it in. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Here's lights out. He's got 5. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. And the shot is good. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. There's the pass to Knox. Payne gets a wide open.
Right. Oh.
Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Takes it from 10. That one a little long. Nuggets trail. And Payne slams it in.
Good old cherry pick up there off the last bad play.
He went hard to the hoop, Clark, and didn't disappoint when he got there.
Yeah, ain't no reason to be passive now. You have got to go in attack mode.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And the shot is good, popping in off the
Here we go.
rim.
Here we
Payne's
go.
got
We're
6.
starting to get into
Boy,
it now.
can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
Here's lights out. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And it's good.
And one.
Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
One shot. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. The Nuggets trail by 3. And here's Payne. 6 points for him. Here's Harmon.
Stay on the ground there, mate. Stay on the ground.
8 points for him.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Okidi gets deflected.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Tough break there, shot after shot.
Oh, wow.
They couldn't get anything to fall.
Wow.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 10.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them.
To the paint. It's tipped. Good chance here for Payne.
Hit that.
Drops one in from the wing. Payne's got 6 points in the quarter. And so here is New Orleans. It's a 1-point game. Here's lights out. And he converts the layup. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, this has been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And here are the Nuggets now. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. And Tinsley kicks to Henry. Knocks the pass to Owens. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Pelicans.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
It's tipped, and they're able to recover. Nuggets have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here's Tinsley.
There you go, wide open, Hamry. Hit that every day of the week. Every day of the week, Hamry.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight.
Falling off the computer
far
chair.
Superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Henry dishes to Tinsley. Payne passes to Henry. Some nice
great cut there, Payne.
And it's a 6-point Nugget lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Now Tinsley. 8 points for him. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
That's a miss, and with it, he is 5 for 9. Dishes it to Henry. Here's Payne. The shot misses. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Hudson. Pass to McCarthy. Over to the left wing. Here's Norton. Got a piece of it.
Good block, Payne.
All sorts of time. Henry misses.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
It's deflected. Knocked away. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 2
So in
points
terms of what I gave up for
McCarthy.
Harmon, look, I don't think the value was like.
And trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that.
I think I gave overs.
Outstanding play in
but
the open court.
To the wing on the left.
When you're already over the salary cap by a big margin to the 3 players, having to potentially replace Montgomery in free agency with someone of decent value is like almost impossible to do, because I'd literally probably have to replace him with someone that was for $780K, and that's generally people that are below, you know, so between 65 and 68 overall ranking. So we kind of had to make that trade.
And Kevin, it really is. And
unless we wanted to lose Montgomery for free. Obviously we gave up a future first, but hopefully that future first doesn't turn into a first round draft pick. Doesn't turn into a lottery pick.
Of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Tinsley. Defended by Bryant.
Great cut, Hamry.
Oh no!
It's happened again. It's happened again. If that costs me the final, I'm going to be so cut.
Opposite of smart basketball.
For New Orleans, they have taken 10 shots from the free throw
I don't know if there's any settings where you can get rid of technical fouls. The only bad thing about that is, like, you might accidentally call too many timeouts and get hit with a check, which I think if you do that, you should get penalised. But if I'm getting random technical fouls for no fault of my own, it might be a setting that I have to find and turn off if that is the case.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Oh, tight defense being played right there.
Oh, that nearly went in.
And forced the miss.
So up by 2 heading into the last.
The shot, good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Here's lights out. He kicks it to Allen. Here's the natural. Here's the screen. Here's lights out. Payne.
Oh, out of my house.
Fast break. Here we go. And for New Orleans, we got Allen. Brian is out there with the natural. Then there's lights out.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
What a drive there. It didn't bother him at all to have a much taller defender hanging all over him.
To the inside, Gurovic. And it's
Oh,
out of bounds to the
no.
Pelicans.
Alright, this is what I do sometimes. I'm going to go put it on my bench. Where is he? Where's Hamry gone? There he is. I do this sometimes.
Boy, did they ever make a mess
When the
out of
game's
that.
close,
Terrible
I'll put on my bench
platoon
early,
swap
and
here
that
on the
way I
floor.
can finish with my starters.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's lights out. To the wing on the left. Here's Norton. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
This one's going to go
It's a
right down to the
tie-ball game.
wire.
And so here's Denver. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Lights out, passes to Allen. It's tipped.
Tinsley with the block again.
To the paint. Here's Hamry. That's tipped.
Both teams playing pretty good
And
defense.
we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this
Good
fourth
steal,
quarter.
Owens.
And pushing
Great
it up.
steal.
Here's Denver. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
No good.
Great
The effort
day,
was there,
Pena.
but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Henry. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Bryant's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's the natural. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
To the middle, here's Tinsley. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
You know, it's really going to be all
So we'll
about
probably
hard
make the
work
sub
from
at
this point
5,
on.
get all the starters
They worked
back
hard
on.
to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down
Good
the stretch here.
defense,
I think
Hamry.
finding those close-range rhythm shots.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Pelicans trail by 4. Passes it to lights out. Lots of room. And he nails that one right through the net.
Assistant Norton. Nuggets call timeout.
Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
They set the pick. Shot off the screen. Bullseye.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's the natural. Banked
That
in
was
off
pretty
the
sloppy
glass.
D by Cecil.
And look at how
You
well
can't
he
hit
let
that
him in there.
massive
Really, he passed him
superstar
open
shot
for
and
that
then just give up a play like that.
Clearly, he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt,
Listen to the crowd.
of giving the benefit of
I
the
love
doubt
him.
to the
I love the new
offensive player.
boy.
That should have been a block, and it was.
Now the pass to Owens. Fires the three. No good. For New Orleans, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. Four of 9. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
There's shots that he would have hit in his prime.
Pass to Lights Out. It's good. This game is all even. Lights Out's got 4 points in the quarter.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
No good from the wing. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Allen. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Pelicans ball.
Tell you what, I am liking these lower sliders to make things, I wouldn't say more realistic, but more challenging. Obviously my built side is a lot better than
Here's Lights Out.
the teams that I'm playing up against, so you know, I really should be getting easier wins, but
and you know that's gonna be
I'm just going to get completely bored if I have the sliders set to normal and I end up winning by big margins every game.
Feeds to Payne.
Oh, he missed it. Oh, no.
The other way, up the floor. Here's Lights Out. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. Pelicans.
Good save, mate.
As New Orleans keeps possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. So it's the Pelicans now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
Timeout for New Orleans.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Five on the clock. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Lights Out's got 6 here in this
Gone
quarter.
on a 14-6 run they have.
They're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Nice job.
Get a good
getting
stop.
Inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Allen inside. Working on Payne. Off target at the rim. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Knox the pass to Payne. And so he draws the foul.
I was hoping he would actually just pull up to the Jimmy, but for some reason he went into like an automated layup.
At the line for your Nuggets, Payne.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Here's lights out. "11 feet away. Shot is no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the wing right side. Over to the left wing. Denver passing it around. Now here's Payne, defended by Allen. And another miss by Denver.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
They
I'll
get
grab
the
a board.
Passes to lights out. Here's Norton. 8 for 15 with that made basket.
Whew.
But he's not satisfied yet.
Boy, this team has really been on the offensive glass here in the second half, doing an outstanding job. And that's one of the reasons they're on top.
Got a piece of it.
Not who I wanted to pass to. Wanted to pass to
1:52
Peters.
left in the fourth quarter. And the pass to lights out.
Alright, got to get a defensive stop here.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Allen. 4 on the clock. Here's lights out.
That'll go in.
And the
Oh, grab a
Pelicans get it
board.
back. The shot by Bryant, no good.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Peters. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Who was on him?
With the dab.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Now in the court, Nuggets dancers. Let 'em hear it.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth.
Good steal.
And it's Payne in the corner. Shot clock at 6. To take the lead. Pelicans pull it in.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is
Oh, what
basically
the?
going AWOL.
Oh,
Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
Got sloppy in a close game. You have to take advantage of every opportunity.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Lights out, passes
That's
to
him.
Bryant. Connects.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
Here's Harmon. Off with the layup.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Lights out. 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go
I'm
down,
gonna have
and
to,
the lead goes up.
Have a miracle here. We absolutely butchered those last few possessions.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Thompson. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Not a great finish. We really butchered the pass in before when Cecil was apparently on the
Hey folks,
on the
welcome
line.
back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith.
Like that would happen in real life.
Is what really drove them to this win. He did a fantastic job of spreading the ball around and keeping.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
So I'll go over to the box scores there. No one really stood out. Tinsley had a good overall game with the 5 blocks there. Peters played pretty well there in stretches. Cecil had an average game compared to what he normally puts out, what he can put out. Owens played really well off the bench. Gurovic played pretty well. Henry had a 0 of 5 game and 0 from the 3-point line. We'll flip over to their team. They had a double-double from Trimble. Norton had a 23-4 game. He's 6'8", small forward. Then we have a look at McCarthy. He's a 6'4" point guard, which I'd actually love to have him in my side as a bigger point guard, as I know I like my taller players. I'll quickly do a 3-game sim as per my 2K rule. Play 1 and sim 3. Hopefully I don't suffer any injuries within that. So we'll sim that. Is anyone sooking in our team after the loss? He is. He's complaining about the role he's getting recently. Is he someone... I'm just going to have to start the conversation. To be honest, in the game we just played, he stepped up and showed probably why he should be a starter. So I'm going to say deny and coddle. There is a glitch on this where sometimes if you do promise to change role and then you do, it ends up it ends up not actually actively making it a reality, and then he'll complain a few games later that you haven't changed his role even though you have. So I'm going to deny and coddle. It'll bring him down, but then what we're going to do is we're going to move Gurovic as the starter, even though he's a rookie, so he shouldn't complain being a rookie. And we'll keep his minutes higher than Tinsley, and Tinsley can have his way there. And so we'll do our 3 sim there. So sim, we lost that game. Sim had a game against Atlanta. Ignore. Quickly check Gary Owens. Keep it real. So he wants to increase the training. I'm going to give him some tough love. I'm going to go into our last sim and then we'll have a look at the quick stats of these 3 games and then I'm going to bed. So sim game. So we'll have a look at our last loss there in the box scores. Kerr, who we were trying to get instead of Harmon, contracts just didn't add up. Had a good game there. So did Pat Logan. Ingram, who is someone I've wanted to get for a while now, Alan Ingram. Scott Baxter is someone I've also wanted. He's 7 years pro now. He's coming up to his contract year. We'll flip over. So Knox had a good game. Peters had a good game. Harmon almost had a double-double. Payne's really struggling of late. He's 1 of 8. We'll have a look at what Cecil did in this game. So, Kyle Higgins, our old boy, he's on a large contract for a 35-year-old. He was one of our most important players in Cecil Payne's early years. But yeah, Knox had a good game there. Harmon is sort of roughly getting around 10 points and close to 10 assists per game. Payne had a better game this time than the last game, and we'll check the Timberwolves game. Sharp, who we used to have as well. Eustace is also someone that I've wanted, but he's on large money for a 35-year-old, so it will probably never happen. We'll flip over. Owens had a pretty good game there. Knox is doing solid in his last 3 games. Payne, Payne in the 3 sims, he's had 1 average game and 2 sort of indifferent games. He did shoot 3 of 12 there, so we actually will count that as an average game from him. Peters had a shocker, and we'll call it there, guys. So I'll see you on the next video of this.